What's going on, people? Welcome to Never a Foul. And as you can see above me, it says Have Your Say Now fan phone in show. Obviously, big up to Suits for making the graphics work. You know what? I'm actually going to turn on my light because it looks a little bit better. So, but anyhow, the way it works is, right, guys, if you are in here, thank you for liking. Obviously, there's been messaging loads of you, do your thing. So I appreciate all of you that are here. The way it works is, if you're in the comments right now, you see me on my Insta, you seen anything, you have to message this on Instagram, and I'll send you a link. You can come in. You got 2 minutes to say whatever you want about the club that you love or a club that you don't like. And it's as simple as that. We've got loads of comments to go through. But first and foremost, I'm obviously joined by my guy, my co-host, my host, whatever you want to name him, the Man City Blue, the other side of this red, the other side of this city, even though we're not in Manchester. Daps, who's on his phone.
And I'm your co-host. You're the main host. I'm the co-host.
If you
send me a location, then I'll be right there.
So anyone that has got in here, send me wherever this is. I don't even have to get my fingers right here. Look, send me on Instagram a link, and I'll get you in right now. I'm just going to get the link ready for all you guys. And yeah, we're just going to get straight into it. I'm going to go through some of the comments in literally 2 minutes. So make sure... just make sure you get your comments in. So yeah, going through it. NS Sports, hello to you. Big up you for tuning in. Manchester United fan for life at holla back. Big up Brush. Big up Mustafa.
Yes, Brush.
Aaron,
a United fan that I recognise.
Yes. And then big up Aaron, Adam, Mazzati as well. Obviously, Raheem, always one of our mods. Kojo from Free in the Midfield, another elite show incoming.
We need to get Kojo on soon. Kojo, if you're about, that would be a great one to start off with, to be fair.
A lot of these comments are from a little bit earlier as well. So just bearing in mind. Emperor Jackson in the building. Allman in the building again, as per, and obviously bigging up loads of love. Usman, Clinical, Ravi, all of you lot. Thank you for tuning in. But first and foremost, lots of transfer updates today. We might get that on the road slowly but surely. There's a lot of incomings about Man United today. It's kind of annoying. Not so much about City because it's just the typical Jesus and the Raheem Sterling, but it's still relevant news at the end of the day.
You know what? If the rest of the window goes on, yeah, and all I hear about City is Raheem and Jesus, and I don't hear nothing about Bernardo Silva going anywhere, then I'm all for that. You know what? I'm happy to not buy a left back. I'm happy to not get a DM as long as Bernardo Silva stays. Like, this can be our transfer. If I can close the window now. Yeah, Bernardo Silva stays. I'm all for that. I will sacrifice getting no left back, and I will sacrifice getting no DM for Bernardo Silva to stay. And that's all I want to talk about City today. We will talk more on City.
There's a couple more. Obviously, Emperor's still in here. Ravi, obviously, Daps, Kas rolling on dubs tonight. John Moore, big up John. I think he's a Liverpool fan, so a big Liverpool fan. And John, big up guys. Hope you're well. I'm very well, thank you very much. And Adam back is Grealish is a hype job. I don't get that started now, please. Not today. You can already see that his camera's a little bit more blue.
Hold on. Who do you support, Adam?
Adam. I think Adam might be a United fan. I'm pretty sure. I'm not too sure as goes.
So,
I'm pretty sure he's
I'll wait till he confirms before I speak any further. But listen, people. Firstly. Make sure you're smashing the likes. Secondly, I hope anyone suffering from hay fever is winning against the Flowers today, because then Flowers can be dangerous. And thirdly, keep DMing Kas because he appreciates it. I appreciate it, and he will respond to every single one of you.
Will I now?
Yep.
I've got no choice. That's the way we want. If anyone knows me. And Daps, we're gonna.
I will as well.
Facts that we're talking to on this. Got to catch up on Love Island, but the show is the priority first. What do you mean? Oh yeah, he's a Man United fan, by the way. What do you mean that? Did he just say Love Island? I can't believe he said he got to catch up on Love Island.
Well,
but the fact is not Raheem.
Everyone that watched every night at 9 o'clock on Matisse's Twitch, catch me and Matisse talking Love Island, talking our stocks in. The different people in Love Island, how our stocks are going up and down. I've slyly invested some stocks in Page, and they're rising nicely. My stocks in Amber, they're rock bottoms. I'm not gonna lie, but yeah.
But yeah, I'm just gonna repeat because we're just more people are coming in as they're clocking on that we're live and stuff. So if you do want to put your hand up in the comments to show me and Daps that you want to be on and talk about your club or whoever you want to, or anything football related, any politics. You're getting binned.
Not love
I'm just gonna put this out here right now. Yeah, any politics, you're coming straight off.
Yeah.
Right. I'm not having it. 2, if you do anything nasty, discreet, you're showing your ass, you're doing all of them nasty things there, private parts you're not meant to be showing, you're off. Simple as that, and you're banned. It's just as simple as that. There's no fucking about with this shit. But anyways, anyone that does want to get your hands up in the comments, or just quickly message me on Insta. I'll quickly flick through them. We've got quite a few who want to come on, but who knows? It might be a bit too late for some of these guys today. 85 likes and 22 watching this. It's quite a lot.
And you know what? Big Six is still on at the moment, and Big Six does big numbers.
People love the Big Six.
They do love the Big Six. Hold tight, Lewis on there tonight from City Extra, smashing it from what I saw earlier, rightly so. Salute to Lewis, man.
Allman saying my ban button is ready for any booty pics. Oh damn! I don't think you can actually ban anyone on the street.
No, you can leave some booty pics up. To be fair,
can you?
If there's anything, no, I'm joking, but we will take them all down. I'm mucking about.
Yeah.
Yes, Steve. Steve, if you want to come on, that would be a great chat as well.
Great chat.
Spoke for a minute, Steve. That would be a good chat. Just a quick one.
Emperor Jack said, "I'm impressed with what I'm seeing there. Big up you, man. Always, this guy loves to show love." We've got a first caller in, by the way. Right, he actually asked last week, you know, Daps. You see him in the background at all?
No, because I'm uploading. Well, I was supposed to be, and now I am.
Are you uploading? Big up Dills in here as well. Do you think Chelsea need to create in our midfield before we get Slits on? Yeah, I think so. But your box to box, you need your box to box numbers. They're all there for your energy getting up and down the pitch. I think Dills, but you do need a midfielder and someone that suits Tommy Tuchel.
We have to put this in there right now, yeah. Anything when we speak on teams, please no one take it as slander. Dills, my brother, me and Dills speak very regular. Chelsea needs so much right now. I'm not gonna lie, Chelsea needs so much right now. The Raheem Sterling one, until you get a striker, that just makes zero sense as well.
Yeah, obviously big up Simon in the cut as well.
Actually, there was another one I saw yesterday. Felix. Tottenham and João Felix was one I saw yesterday, and I've been waiting for someone to be linked with João Felix because he's been slipping under the radar so far this transfer window. But yeah, anyway, let's crack a lack on.
So first of all, we got Slits in here, so I'm gonna bring in Slits in after. We got Usman. Usman is actually I think he's one of our mods, isn't he?
He is. I speak to Usman. If it's Usman who I think it is, I speak to him regularly.
Usman Amin,
very
the Liverpool fella.
Yeah, good guy, man.
I'm pretty sure he's one of us, but. Slits, your mic is off at the moment.
Yeah, man.
Here we go. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, bro?
I'm good, alhamdulillah, man. Thank you very much.
Yeah,
so I'm just gonna get. It's all right, man. I saw your message last week on the Trafford Tunnel on Twitter, and I just thought, you know what, it'll be a good show, a good thing to get actually some fans on and actually talk about anything they want. You don't have to just be on Trafford Tunnel to talk about stuff. You can talk about anything you want. Yeah. You have like a few minutes to say whatever you need to say. There's probably a lot to say.
I guess you are a United fan, right? Longer.
Yeah, pretty much. If people in the comments want you to stay on, you stay on. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, real talk.
I think fair is fair. So obviously, just the quick ones. State your name.
My name's Slits. You know, been a United fan for a while. I didn't really get to watch the great United because I am pretty young, but hopefully those days are coming soon.
So, what made you become a United fan?
I grew up in a household with my uncle who was a United fan. So that's what made me become a United fan. But watching them growing up, I did like watching them, and obviously the Rooneys and the Ronaldos, got to watch them a little bit, and I really enjoyed watching them.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
So is there anything you like?
You know what? The thing is as well, yeah, I'll just say, as a United fan right now, yeah, like, you're not going to have to justify yourself in the future.
Yeah, of course.
Because you can be like, well, I supported them as a City fan who support, although I still have to justify myself. But like, yeah, you started supporting them. You've been through hard times now, so they're not that hard yet. But like, how are you feeling now? Are you confident going into next season? Ten Hag bounce?
Right now, the confidence is low. At the start of the transfer window, it was high. I was thinking, yeah, we're gonna get a couple players in. But now seeing what United are doing, not really going for anyone, just focusing on one player, I'm getting kind of worried because I felt like if we just didn't focus on De Jong, we could have got a couple of deals done. Like maybe we could have got Timber and Anthony in.
Yeah.
But right now we're just focusing on De Jong, which is just taking up too much time, and it's looking like a high risk, low reward right now.
Yeah, it's
Fair
mad.
enough.
I'll be honest with you. It's mad how long they're taking to get. Do you know what? Could it be? Remember when teams used to do this thing where they'd announce like 3 players in one go?
That's
One
what
sec. One sec.
Can-
My little sister that's in it. Get out. Get out. My little sister's in it. Get out. Anyways.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, no, but remember, can you remember back in the day they used to do that? They'd they'd announce several players in one go and do like a one press. City even did it, I think, with Silva, Yaya, and 1 or 2 others, where you announce them all. Oh, or am I trying to help United out right now? And ultimately, United are just in the mud.
No, we're in the mud because I think this Friday that the Glazers are taking out 11 million dividends, which that 11 million they could have used to put towards De Jong, which is literally what is like they've given 60 million but Barcelona asked for like 80, so you could literally just give 10 to put towards De Jong.
So,
I just
what
don't
do you
understand.
think? Do you think they're just taking too long negotiating? Like,
I just think they're treating this football club as a business. It's not really a football club anymore. And what they're doing is it's just completely wrong, not just for United, but for football in total.
whoa! It's great for football.
Nah,
No, I'm
for the
joking.
business side.
It's not. It's great.
Don't want to
for my
rattle these
side.
kids today, man. But Slits, man, it's big up you, man, for coming on that.
Appreciate
Obviously,
it,
we
bro.
do this every week, so if you want to come on this every week, it's up to you, man.
And
Yeah, of
give a
course,
shout
of
out. Give anything else you want to say before you jump out as
Anything.
well.
Pogba should have stayed.
I agree.
Yes.
I agree.
Yes.
I totally
I'm
agree.
a Pogba fan.
It's,
I'm a Pogba fan. So
that's the way
been
it
a
is.
Pogba fan.
Yeah, big
it's what it
Pogba
is. I'm
fan,
glad
man.
he left, man. I'm glad he left. But
Oh
you
my
know,
gosh.
I hope he can go and shine elsewhere now and do what Pogba needs to
Yeah,
do.
hopefully.
But not at your
All right,
club.
thank you guys
But
for having me, man.
thanks for coming on, brother.
That's all right, man.
Love.
Appreciate it.
Got a bit of a super chat from NS Sports, who's actually in the back room. He said, "Cash check DMs. It's pretty standard. £1.79. Obviously, thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Appreciate that,
NS.
massively.
So, and I know who NS is. He's in the back room right now. He's actually on the back. He's on a bus.
Oh, it's Nipan. It's
It's
Nipan.
Nippon. Yes. Oh shit.
Yeah, I have
Listen,
a bone.
Nipan.
First off, I have a bone to pick with you, Daps. Why did you block me on Twitter?
Probably because you were pissing me off, bro. V100. I mean,
Okay. I'm
But
sorry
I mean,
for mentioning
you probably
that name.
you probably did something about City, and I probably got pissed off. My bad, in my feelings. I'll follow you on Instagram. I don't really fuck with Twitter anymore. But what's good, you always like to join streams from mental places. I remember when I saw you joining a stream, a quiz from a Tottenham game live. A quiz, and you were watching Tottenham live.
Look. Before we continue on the football talk, every business has a unique selling point. My YouTube channel's unique selling point is you have no idea where I'll next be tuning in from.
I mean, that is a
Fair
unique
enough.
selling point, to be fair.
That's a unique selling point.
You've actually, Nipan, you might have just sold me on you that little bit more now.
So yeah, I'm sorry to piss off your club earlier on. It's all banter at the end of the day.
100%. I take
But,
banter very
yeah.
badly, by the way, but it's all love.
No worries. Sometimes I don't take it too well myself.
We all get like that,
You
though.
support,
We
you
all get
support
like
Chelsea, don't you, Nipia? Are you Chelsea or Tottenham?
Yeah, I do.
What, Chelsea or Tottenham? Which one?
I support Chelsea.
Right.
You
Chelsea.
sure about that one? You know what?
Oh, yeah.
I'm saying the
Nah,
bus have white. The bus above you has a white roof, so I'm guessing it's Tottenham.
No, I'm actually
Yeah,
on
she
the
looked-
182 near Wembley Stadium. I'm near Wembley Stadium.
Fair enough. You're in West. You're far away from Tottenham right now.
Oh, Chelsea don't want to
Yeah,
be near
very
Wembley,
far.
especially Mason Mount, to be fair. He needs to stay away from Wembley.
I know anyone is in it.
Yeah,
Nipan is
I know
actually on a
exactly
bus.
what you're talking about.
This is what Nipan does. Nipan, yeah. I'll be honest on Nipan. He can be.
Hey, we got a
annoying,
request.
yeah, but
We got a request. Can you interview someone on a bus?
oh, that is sensational. Nipan, go and do it. Do it.
Is there anyone near you?
Is there anyone near you? Is there anyone near you that looks like they like football? I think his net works. think his network. He's going to interview someone. He's interviewing someone fully.
I can't hear him.
But yeah, all I'm going.
I don't know. He's
Gabby
Nipan.
Jesus. But
Hold on. Start
remember
again.
who you
Start again. Start again.
I said pipe down, Arsenal fans. You might be getting
Oh,
Gabby
no.
Jesus.
No, let him go. Let him go. Nipan, it's your time. Go through.
you go.
Nah, look. You might be getting Gabby Jesus. You might be getting this Garrett guy. But he's not the real hero, let's be real. But still have Peps Koeman as manager.
I mean, I was waiting for you to say something about Gabriel Jesus.
That's all I'm going to say. I mean, you can fill the team with all the good, but a manager is all that. A manager means more when it comes to actual operations of the club and the games. I mean, look at us and Lampard. We had
facts.
We had Lampard and all these players, and he said we weren't good enough to win any trophies. Roman sacked Lampard, employed Thomas Tuchel. Okay, I'm sorry if this brings back PTSD, Daps, and you might cancel me again. And won the Champions League.
Well, I haven't unblocked you yet, bro. So, but listen, Nipan. Okay. Joking aside, yeah. When your network is good, please one day have good network, and I will have you on. Honestly, add me on Instagram, because Twitter I probably won't unblock anyone. But add me on Instagram if you haven't already. We'll talk, and when your network is better, I'll have you on to talk about Chelsea, because Chelsea's a good talking point. But
okay,
pick up Sunny, man.
But,
yeah, Nipan, show. Just
next week, Wednesday.
Next week. But shout me, I'll get you on before then, bro.
Week,
because I can talk to you. But
nice one. You got 3 more to get through quickly, man.
Get home safely. Are you doing it, or am I?
I'll do it. I'll remove him. He's gone now, anyways.
Hold tight, Nipan. Yeah, I do remember.
Anyone that's in here, make sure you're smashing that like button as well, man. Big up Nipan. So yeah, I remember it. Funny thing.
He just nips on. Boom.
Ooh. I'm going to get on this one. Before I'm going to get on John, he asked before, Usman. So Usman's one of our mods. If anyone wants to be a mod, make sure you shout me or Daps. You can see our ats here. This is our Instagrams.
Mod, yeah? Is he a mod?
I think Usman is a mod. I'm pretty sure. He can tell us himself. Usman, big up you, man. Are you here?
Big up you, boys. Can you hear
me? It's Usman, my bro. Is it me? Is it you?
Yeah, it's me from from Insta.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good. How are you lot?
Yeah,
very good, man.
Not bad.
So first question, Usman. Yeah, everyone knows your name now, Usman. Yeah, I think a lot of people have seen you in here. Basically, before you do this, anyone that wants to jump on and talk about anything for 2 minutes, make sure you message me on Instagram and make sure you let me know in the comments. Obviously, there's Orest. I know you want to talk. Igal's going to be here at some point as well. Just going to go through a couple of them. So if anyone does, Blake, just make sure you get onto me and I'll get you in. Obviously, Gamer, Junior, I know you, big up you. I know you from Instagram. We talk quite a lot. So yeah, Usman, man. Everyone knows your name. Where you from?
I'm from Bradford, you know.
Bradford, all right. Up north?
From UK. Yeah.
And what club do you support?
I support Liverpool.
Oh, man.
So, sorry to you United fans.
This is a thing. Me and Usman actually get on, and it's mad because there are some Liverpool fans
man.
I get on with.
Saying that, have you heard who United after? Michael Edwards. They won our boy. They won our boy.
Want him.
Even Chelsea want us.
Sani, make sure you message me. But
who's Michael Edwards? Tell me on Michael Edwards. Someone tell me about this guy. I've never heard of him.
I'm sure Usman can tell you all about him.
He was our chief scout, so he was the one that bought it.
Was he the one that stole our USB drive?
Probably. No, it wasn't him. It was probably someone else.
Someone else to do the dirty work.
What I really wanted to say was, Son is gone now. I feel like Salah will go this season. You know, this summer.
You think Salah's going to go this summer?
It's because the fact I don't see him going for free next year, because that'd be bad business.
I hear it. I do hear it. I do. You know what? This is the thing with Sterling and Jesus. If someone offers the right money, like if it's peanuts, then it's like, do you know what? We'll get 1 year out. We'll get another year out of them. You're not offering enough to make us sell him. But if the money's good, and it depends on what Liverpool expect to do next year, because if Liverpool,
they're bloody in League Two. They're in League Two. I don't live far away from them either. I don't live far away from the stadium either.
see, if Liverpool don't think they're going to win the league next season and they get offered good money for Salah, I can't
Salah
see it
going Man
happening.
City.
I still see him signing.
I do
You know
as well.
what? You know what'll hurt the most if he goes to Real Madrid, because Real Madrid really want him.
Oh, that would be a
Imagine him
piss
on
take.
the right.
That would be an absolute. That would be an absolute.
Can you
piss take
imagine?
because of what
Absolute
happened?
dunk on him.
That's a piss
If you
take
can't
after
beat
what
them, join
happened.
them.
Salah
Now,
to Man City. I agree.
I'll be honest. I think Salah signs. I'm not gonna lie. I think he signs.
I hope he signs, because right now most Liverpool fans are pessimistic about next season.
Are you one of those?
But you know what? Sometimes that's a good thing. Low expectations means you can't be hurt.
I big up Demi, primary school friend. Jesus.
And you know how you say that you've got Haaland now. I'm not really worried about Haaland. We've got our own issues to solve right now. We've got
Rightly
so
so.
many contract issues.
Look,
got so many contract issues.
You're spot on with that. Pep and Klopp always say it, yeah, that we don't watch what the other teams do. We need to concentrate on ourselves. And to be honest with you, whenever I get asked, like I got asked about Liverpool's fixture list, I got asked about before the season ended who Liverpool might sign. And if you believe in your club, it don't matter. Like, it doesn't matter who Liverpool signs. I believe Pep is going to get the right players for my team. And I've actually come out defending the Núñez signing, just based on that Klopp usually doesn't get it wrong. And him and his scouting team usually get it right. They've gone and got it. Look, it takes a lot to get money out of your board. For Klopp to go and get 80 million out of your board, he must have had to give some sort of validation to why you got him. So for me, I think people need to calm down on Núñez. The one thing I don't want is the comparisons. I don't want to see the Haaland Núñez comparisons. They're both first seasons, different players. It will happen.
To be honest, you can't really compare them. Haaland's had more time to prove where he's at compared to Núñez. Núñez had
that was clever. That was clever. That was clever. That was clever. You've kind of given an excuse for Núñez already. That's the Liverpool in you. I said I like you, but that was Liverpool. That was Liverpool vibes.
No, to be honest, I hope he does well. We can't put pressure on him, but he has got pressure because of the fact of Mane. Mane going has put a lot of pressure on him.
Yeah, they're different players, though. They're completely different players.
Just one last question before you go to Usman as well, right? Just quick, Ravi's in here. He just asked a question. Would Salah go PSG or Real?
I'd say Real Madrid.
Real Madrid.
Real Madrid's got a better project at the moment than
who did you say? PSG or so PSG's manager's a mad one as well at the moment, isn't it? It's looking like they're not going to go for Zidane. It's looking like they're going to get the
other French geezer from the other club.
Was it Lille or Leon?
He's actually a French manager. I think it's Lille. Yeah. So yeah. But regardless, though, obviously Usman, big up you. I know you're one of our mods. Love how much.
We didn't ask you, Usman. Are you a mod?
Yeah, he's a mod. I'm sure he's a mod.
Yeah, I'm a mod.
Has made work.
He's a mod. If anyone wants to be a mod, make sure you message me and Daps. And make sure you give a like for Usman, give a like for Daps, give a like for me, man.
And
appreciate it.
It's good to actually connect with you, Usman, because we talk regular, innit?
Yeah, no. That's one thing we can do is annoy Kas about United. We can enjoy that.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm about to boot you out of here, boys. So you better get back in the comments and start modding.
Well, them man is struggling to make one signing.
Yeah, I got it. Signing. You want Alboy, you could talk about Liverpool and stuff like that, but you want Alboy.
How can you want a scout and it's nearly July? Like, you should have got this over the line.
It doesn't. It's for the future, man. I don't give a shit. Everyone knows that United. Everyone that knows United knows that we do everything slow. Facts, but obviously appreciate it.
Including winning the ball back.
Question for you.
Go on.
Do you think United will play what Ajax want for Timber and Martinez?
Nah, there's discount there, man. You know what is actually, to be fair, I think nobody knows what's going on. Nobody actually knows the real price, and everyone's just having a guess because it's recycling. Last week's different news, this week's again different news. It's all recycling. They haven't got a clue, bro. That's my opinion, though.
I think the only way you'll get anyone else if you get
let me do this way.
What's his name over the line? Jong over the line. if you get De Jong over the line, it'll open up everything.
I think De Jong will be done Friday, or if not, latest next week, because Barcelona have to register some funds by next week. So I guess it's in Man United's hands slightly.
Believe it or not,
I feel like the whole transfer with
Christensen or who was it? Cassie, they still haven't registered him either.
Yeah, that's actually quite a few. Sergio Roberto's yet to get his new contract and everything. So yeah, we don't know yet. But we got a lot of people to go through, as man. Big up you, man. Appreciate you a lot.
Thanks for coming on. Keep up sterling work, and I'll chat to you later probably. So thanks for coming on, bro.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Big up Sneaker Freak in there as well. So he just said Salah just wants to be paid. So big up Imran there. But next guest, John Moore. I think his mic's muted. Oh, here he is. Here he is.
Oh, I see that shirt.
No.
Ooh.
He's flying out with them colours there.
You're saying, John, you good?
I'm good, man. How's you?
I'm good. It was good. What do you want to talk on?
Cabbage.
Back on cup, but bro, it was. You know what? That stuff was sorted by the next morning. It was a very bad time for me. I shouldn't have been on a live stream, to be fair. But yeah, love the Coppish community, love the Coppish family, and it got sorted the next morning. So it was.
No, it always what they should. You can tell you're all good pals, so it was obviously going to get sorted.
Yeah. It was stupid. It was stupid. So we sorted it the next morning, and like I said, I shouldn't have been on live streams. I had a lot going on at that point, and I reacted badly. It will happen again one day. But...
well, I hope you're well now.
I am. Thank you.
What's going on at the time? But no, I want to ask you that. How long are you giving personally? How long would you give Haaland and Nunes to settle before they start to get judged?
Right, I said this last year on Grealish, right? And when you buy a player for X amount of money, I understand why they will be judged. I understand it. I will come out and defend them and give reasoning, but I understand why they will be judged. It's Grealish in particular because he came from another English team. With Nunes and with Haaland, I'd always give a player, right? They will be judged, and we already know that they'll be judged, they'll be compared. I feel like that, like with Grealish, I'm saying I'm not really going to start to form my honest opinion on him till December, January this year.
I would give Grealish in end of this season before
into this season. Yeah, but I think with Nunes and Haaland, do you give them longer? You can't, because they're big boy signings. The thing is, right, I could judge Haaland after 6 months because of how much he's been rated, how much he's been bought for. So I can judge him. And it's probably fair to judge him because everyone says he's an absolute machine. But it might take him a year and a half, might take him 2 years because he's adapting to a new year. But I kind of do get why people are judging. If you're going to be spoke on this much, thank you, Imran. No, I'm just being humble, but I get it. I get why people, if you're paying a lot of money for someone, I get why you're going to be judged. But we can't expect kids. How old is Nunes, by the way?
Young, like 20.
22.
And Haaland's 21, right? They're young guys, man, and they're coming in to play new systems in both clubs. They're going to be judged, unfortunately, whether we like it or not, John. How long are you going to give Nunes? How long are you going to? I don't even want to compare him. How long are you going to give Nunes?
I give him a season.
Yeah. I think both of them might not.
12 to 18 months, I give him.
There's a chance that both of them don't instantly go in the team as well. If we're being,
I'll say 18 months. I'll say give them both 18 months.
I kind of think 18 months is a fair amount of time.
Yeah. Klopp has proven he won't rush a player in their team unless he knows he's ready. He done it with Fabinho. He done it with Robertson.
Yeah. Sometimes they just get a feeling as well, don't they? That, you know what, this is the game. This is the game that they're gonna. And if you rush someone, sometimes it can. There's a fine balance, because I always find that Arsenal go the opposite way and take far too long to bring players in. Like, remember when Arsenal signed Lacazette, and pretty much he hardly started for them for about a season, and then they went and bought Aubameyang, then started playing Lacazette, and it's like you've left him out of your team for nearly a year, and then you've gone and brought another striker. The confidence is so low, but it's a hard one because Grealish last season, Pep threw straight in. So I don't know. You know
I
what? We
got
probably
security,
both trust our managers. So
I think it was too early. He should not have started him as early as he did. He should have given time to develop into the team, get used to the system.
It's hard to tell the board that play you've just spent 100 million on. I'm not playing him for.
Then that's what the manager. That's what the manager stamped at the board and go, listen, I'm here for a reason. You need to trust me. This guy needs time to develop into the system.
They all need time, man. This is the thing. Everyone's in a rush. Just because they're a big price doesn't mean they need to hit. They do need to hit the ground in some way, but at the same time, if they're young, they've got an excuse. It's a new league. They got an excuse. It's simple as that. There's nothing more to it.
Personally, I think both Nunez and Haaland will get 20+ goals this season.
And
it's possible. Very possible.
That's fair. Just quickly, just want to ask you because it's a hot talking point. Liverpool. Do you need a midfielder? And how
100%.
badly?
100%.
How badly?
I won't say we're desperate. I won't say. Don't forget now that this midfield we have nearly got us the quad.
But they're aging, and you've lost. They're aging, and this is. I don't watch Liverpool, right? Unless we're playing them, I don't really watch Liverpool. So I go off what other people are saying, and there just seems to be this summer this huge Liverpool needs midfielders. So I kind of am trying to get, because obviously I speak to the same Liverpool fans a lot, so I kind of want to reach out to other ones and see what your thought is.
I don't think we're desperate. Do we need one?
No.
Yes. Are we desperate? No. I go after your guy from Bayern Munich.
Goretzka.
No.
Oh, Gnabry, the winger.
Gnabry. I'll go after him.
He has said he wants to play in the middle of the field, in attacking mid, to be fair.
What? Oh, okay.
That's where he wants to be. That's exactly where he said that's my position, my original position.
Well, you could get him. I think if you were to go after him, I think there'd be a good chance.
They would get him.
They would get him. I don't know what you guys think, but I think the money going to Bayern Munich makes it even more clear now that Mo Salah is going to sign the contract.
I think so. I believe so. I can't see him going.
I think Mo Salah gets managed wages.
Yeah. I've always thought this. You're not going to sign them both. One of them is going to be sacrificed for the other one's wages. And I probably think they've done the right thing, because I think Mane's been dropping off a bit. I know he's a legend, and I think he was amazing, but I think it was.
I think so as well, Usman.
Yeah,
might change to 4-2-3-1. But big up you, John, man. Thanks for coming on.
Love thanks for coming on, John. Love to come back and to talk with you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
One more thing. I hope Man get relegated.
Oh, don't we all? No, keep them in as whipping boys. Guaranteed 6 points.
Well, fair enough. Guaranteed 6 points, isn't it? And or 5-0 nicely.
Thanks for coming on, John.
Big up, guys. Respect.
See you later.
Cheers.
So next guest we got on, by the way.
Let's get some likes up, people. Let's get some likes up.
You lot probably definitely know him.
Smack the likes. Get some likes up.
He's been waiting. He's next in line. After this one, it will be, if he's still here, Adam. But first of all, this guy right here.
My bro.
What's good,
saying, brother?
In a different angle today, Agar.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Where the hell are you, bro?
I'm not.
I can still see a wooden beam, actually. I can see a wooden beam. So you're still
where? Oh yeah, definitely. The kitchen's different. But yo, there's a lot to talk about. Can you guys see me clearly, by the way, or is it too much?
There's a bit of a light, but it is what it is. It's
clear enough.
Better than when people turn their camera off on your show, bro. So,
anyways, let me tell you something. So, the topic of the day: Lukaku, pound for pound, is the worst signing in Premier League history, for several reasons. One.
Oh shit.
For one. Because they sold 90 million pounds worth of players. They sold Guehi, Tammy Abraham. They sold if I'm not mistaken, Livramento. They sold a bunch of these guys who could have been.
Livramento is not on loan. I thought he was on loan.
No, they sold him.
What? He's available. Nah, he's a big baller, man.
No, because you can't loan two players to the same team. So they already have on loan. So they sold Livramento. Also, by the way, imagine they sold Tammy and Giroud for a total of 35 million. And they bought Lukaku.
My bad, Sonny, man. See you later, though, if you have to go.
And let me continue. They also, last year, they had like 7 center backs on their books. They sold 2 of them. They sold Guehi and they sold Fikayo Tomori last year. Tomori ended up going and winning the Serie A.
So did Giroud.
Giroud ended up winning the Serie A. Tammy ended up winning the Conference League. Guehi seems to be one of the best young center backs, and he's in the England team. He's in the England team, and by the way, I don't think Chelsea have another center back in the England team right now. So it's like that Lukaku deal set them back a year, bro.
Egal. So based on this, Arsenal finishing above Chelsea.
Nah, bro, it's not even about Arsenal. I'm just analyzing the situation with Chelsea.
I agree with you. I think there's a lot going on at Chelsea right now.
Lukaku is shit. That's what James
Lukaku,
Allison said.
I think
Lukaku's the second highest ever signing in Premier League history.
Bro, on Coppish earlier, they were kind of saying, what's going on? How can Chelsea buy a player for 100 million and loan him back for 10 million a year later?
They don't give a shit, bro. That's
mad. That is insane. And I kind of said, like, I hope to God Chelsea are not paying a penny towards Lukaku's wages. And they're like, it doesn't even matter because 90 million lost on the guy. Like, that is
you want to know
crazy.
Something? There's more. First of all, Manchester United, let me tell you something, Kaz. You're 100% spot on. When people are panicking for no reason, all these clubs that do their business late in the window, like Arsenal, Man United, we're used to this. I don't know why fans freak out, right? Second of all,
it's frustrating. That's all.
The Ericsson and the Crystal Palace guy that you guys apparently rejected you. This is media PR.
I agree with you on that.
Of course it is.
They use club names to say, "Oh, you got rejected by this guy." You know, we supposedly got rejected by Tyreek Mitchell, and he got a new contract at Crystal Palace. How are you getting rejected by a player who's under contract by a club getting a new contract? It makes no sense.
Ooh.
Well, I agree with you on this. This is the thing that frustrates me a bit in the transfer window. Yeah, is people believe everything that is put in there, and it's like if we learn one thing from last year, yeah.
Is it a Chelsea fan, by the way?
No, James Allison. James Allison, Thiago's father. He's Liverpool, man. He's our people.
Oh, Thiago's father. Oh,
yeah, man. But the thing is, like, we should learn from last season with the Ronaldo thing, right?
Yeah.
That Mendes was over talking City about Bernardo Silva, right? It gets leaked. He's over talking about Ronaldo. No, who's over talking about Bernardo Silva? United see it. United go, oh, crap, we better go and sign him. And then Pep comes out afterwards and says it was literally, Mendes said, by the way, Ronaldo wants to move. Here's the figures that will make it work. And all City said is, okay, we'll go away and look at it. They never even got to the point of speaking to Pep about, would you like Ronaldo? Yeah. It's just,
that was PR. That was
it's all PR, bro. PR. All this stuff is just like, it's just PR to try and, like, I even think the De Jong thing, the whole De Jong Bernardo thing, I think that's some PR stunt as well, where it's like, it's trying to speed you man up to get over the line with De Jong. So it's just.
They get onto a gal in the comments.
They will, man. They will. A gal's a big deal out here.
Shoot a 3 in the oven.
you can find YouTube videos of me playing ball if you really wanted to.
Quick one. Off topic, by the way, Daps. Allman said, not Allman. Aswin says Liverpool away or Madrid away atmosphere since you've been to both.
Definitely has to be Madrid.
Madrid. Yeah, Madrid away. I'm telling you, I've never felt anything like it in my life. When they score, before they scored, but when they scored, different.
I appreciate anyone that's actually patiently waiting. By the way,
that was a historic game. By the way,
yeah,
that will go down.
I've never felt any. Bro, I always knew, and I've always been one that said this heritage thing in the Champions League is a real thing. Yeah.
It's bollocks.
Once I witnessed it, yeah, like, it's different, bro. When they scored one goal, they already knew what it was, and deep down, I think we probably knew what it was as well. It was kind of mad still.
Can you see me better now? Let me turn this.
Yeah. Suits is asking, can you spin the ball in your finger for a razzle dazzle? Basically, can you do this for the fans?
Yeah.
Here we go.
1 second.
Need to see better than that. All the way from Toronto.
That's one. There you go.
I think that was a bit fraudish, isn't it?
What, you want more?
We want longer. Not like 2 seconds and stop. Come on. Give the fans what they want.
Well, I feel like people need to smash some likes before he does anything else.
Oh, 100%. 100%. Obviously, big up a gal coming on, man.
If you want to see a gal put the basketball in his Soups, yeah, Soups is a baller, you know. No, Soups is a baller. No, real talk. Kas, Soups is a baller. Yeah. Soups is a baller. Proper. Used to be back in the day. Don't know now, but he used to be a proper baller. Like one of the guys in Bedford that everyone knew, like, yeah, their man can ball. Find him at the courts in Kempston more time.
I had it, but then I lost it.
Who's the other guy? Who's the other guy? The tall guy.
The Knicks
like
would sign
five
him,
of you in
Patrick
it.
saying.
Nah, I lost it. Anyways, what else are we talking about? Neymar. Neymar's not coming to the Premier League, man. Man City.
Bro, no, who wants him? No, we don't want him. No City fans want him.
Newcastle, that would
Stinky.
be the biggest waste of his time if he went to Newcastle.
That would be the biggest waste of Newcastle's time as well, bro. That would be like a Robinho to City signing, but worse. To be fair with you.
I really do think he's gonna end up going to somewhere like Juventus. They need somebody.
Is he on the way out then? Is he definitely going?
Is Neymar going?
Basically, Luis Campos has taken over the recruitment at PSG, and he said, "You know what? Fuck these guys." Sorry for swearing. He said, like, the way you guys do business,
bro.
He said the way you guys do business is terrible. We need to go sign some young up and coming players. He signed Vitinha from Porto, and he signed Renato Sanchez from Lille, and they're now doing things different. And look,
so the new manager hasn't been announced there, but that kind of confirms the new manager is going to be the Donny from Lille. Then
is it?
Well, is it Lille or Lyon? One of the two.
No, it's not Lille. I think it's Lille. I think it's the Lille manager. I think so. I think it's the Lille manager. No.
Wow, that's the first time they're going for like a
friend, like actual someone a home manager. They're trying to probably take Bayern stance on things.
But what you just said makes sense, innit? What you just said makes sense with how their stance on transfers changing.
That's a good
Zidane,
point,
I think Zidane would come in and try and manage Neymar, but I think this French Don like never managed it. When I say high level, at maybe a big club, he'll be like, "No, fuck these egos. Like I want workhorses."
Last little point as well, because we've got quite a few people to get through as well. Neymar, remember, Mbappe didn't go to Madrid, so have they not got that Neymar, that Mbappe money for Neymar to go to Madrid? Also, Falalu just said this. He said apparently stay until 2027. So was he just signed a contract then?
No. Basically, Luis Campos has made it clear that he doesn't want
Nice managers go in.
Let it go. Finish. Let it go. Go on.
Luis Campos made it clear that Neymar's not part of the plans long term, so he's gonna let him go. And they're saying now that like even Man City, Liverpool, Newcastle, Chelsea. Guess what? Chelsea, Juventus, and Barcelona seem to be the three leaders in this race right now.
I could see Chelsea.
I think that would be the biggest waste of time.
Agreed, but I could see Chelsea's owner thinking, this is a big commercial thing.
Unless he wins something, he's going to be just looked at as a fraud.
Bro, English fans, predominantly, call some of the younger lot, but predominantly English fans aren't feeling Neymar. They're not.
Bro, I wouldn't be surprised if next season, who are all the new signings, some people make some sensational takes. Because you know what it is? Nowadays, TalkSport, all these other people, they literally just love controversy. So that you'll hear somebody come out of nowhere and say, "Oh, I don't think Haaland can handle the Premier League." If he
of course,
score.
Bro. I've already seen it. But this is where this is where you're stepping up, because I'm seeing you're not on that no more, are you? Although you started this show on it a little bit, but you're not really on that anymore.
No. I mentioned the facts. That is pound for pound, financially, the worst signing in Premier League history.
I wouldn't disagree.
Like Jack Grealish, think about it. Jack Grealish, even Harry Maguire has played more and done more at Man United than Lukaku has done at Chelsea, even though you don't want him at United anymore.
It's probably true.
Or Paul Pogba. Who else is there?
Pogba's levels above.
Think about all the expensive signings. Pound for pound, the most expensive signing to flop.
Don't ask questions.
I think it's the fact it's 100 million. It's the fact that he caused issues for Chelsea as well before the main issues. And they've lost 90 million on him. And I think there's going to be a lot more to come out. I think he's probably going to do an interview when he's back there that's going to slide.
Of course, he's going to point it to the badge.
This is just
going
a
to kiss
start.
it.
It's
all the same shit.
Why are both of you guys wearing Juventus kits?
Well, so I was wearing. Hold on. So I went on Coppish earlier, and it was the first time that they've done a Premier Panel show since the season ended. So I wore. Where was it? So I wore my purple Real Madrid top, just to wind him up. And then I went on a stream with Matisse, and people kept saying, "Why are you wearing a Madrid top?" So I was like, I'll change out of that. And then this was what I had, so I changed into this. And to
I
be
didn't
fair,
even notice he was in it.
there's not really much like beef between Juventus and City.
Anybody.
So yeah.
Anybody at that.
Juventus only have beef with what? The Italian teams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's a neutral
Yeah.
thing right now. It's a neutral fan calling shows, so that's what we're doing, man.
Yeah.
But obviously, I appreciate you coming on, Agal, man.
Let me
Yeah,
ask you
appreciate
one silly question. How many keep-ups can you guys do?
Me like 3 max.
I think I can do them forever. I can't lie.
You could do more than 10.
What? Keeping the ball up and
Kas can ball.
Yeah.
Kas can ball.
Easy.
You know what
Are we
they
gonna
say?
play 5-a-side one of these days? I'll just show you
Yeah,
there.
we need to do that. We need to set up a
Listen,
5-a-side
invite
for
me.
100%.
But just don't ask me to do keep-ups. Because like when it comes to everything else, I can do it. It's just not keep-ups.
Can't lie. I'm gonna say it right here, right now. If you're American, Canadian, or across the border, you ain't doing nothing to me during ball, bro. Don't give a damn. So,
Hey, but
just
if you
gonna
run
have
out
to
of
say that.
stamina, you're not gonna catch me.
I'm a manager. I'll be screaming at people.
I've got my I'm doing my running thing. I've got my sweatsuit and everything. Don't
Okay.
do me on that.
Enough said, guys. You guys have a good one.
Gal, thanks
I
for coming
appreciate-
on. And
appreciate
when's
it,
our
man.
next show? People, if you're an Arsenal fan, if you're a fan of anything, EGTV, the hardest working guy right now in YouTube, in my opinion. And Vibes from the
Yeah,
Six
man,
every
smashing
Sunday.
it, bro.
We need to set time every Sunday, Gal. So
Gal, you need to make a second show, man.
I'm down to do every Sunday 10:30.
We need just every Sunday
it's just-
10:30 EGTV.
Yeah,
Fuck everyone else.
It's just
Nah, man, you need to do another show on top of that. You need to do 2, bro. Them shows pop. The one's not enough in a week.
2 is. I'll do 2 with.
I'll be down.
It's
If you
political.
wanted one, I'm there, bro.
I want to do like I had an idea today. Literally, I was having a shower and then boom, an idea popped in.
as you do.
Yeah, now shower is a big thing.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I don't mind saying it right now. I want to do like the next time we do a top 10 or team of the season. I want to do the best in the world, but like players who potentially could leave their clubs, like transfer 11.
Gal, what are you doing?
You're giving out free content
Hold
ideas
that
out
back
there,
right
bro.
now.
No, I didn't even say the
bro.
main one that I was thinking about.
Good, keep it down.
Share it after, man.
Gal loves when he gets ideas. He loves to share them way too early, and it's like hold it down, bro. But I salute you with what you're doing. You already know that off air. We always talk on it, but you're doing big
I
things,
pick up
man.
you.
Monopoly, bro. Boardwalk.
If anyone is an Arsenal fan, make sure you're smashing obviously them likes for Gal, and also go to his show, go subscribe. And he actually done an interview recently with Lee Judges himself from Arsenal Fan TV. He's actually a top guy, man. Honestly, hear his journey.
What are you on?
Guy,
road to what? 14,000, 15?
I just passed 12K. I'm on my way to 13K. It's crazy because like all platforms, like TikTok went out nuts out of nowhere. I was on like 2,000 last month. Now I'm on like almost 7,000 on TikTok.
It's deserved, bro. You've been working.
Hard.
Bro. You're one of the first names I heard.
Have a good one.
Nice one, my guy.
Vibes from the Six every
What a
Sunday.
guy, man. Vibes from the Six, yeah. So anyone that's in the back, I appreciate you being absolutely patient, watching and everything.
And people watching, keep smashing the likes. Love that you're still here.
Next one, Adam, all the way from, I believe, Sweden, right? Sweden?
Yeah, from Sweden.
City fan.
Sweden.
You are Adam, you're City, ain't you?
Nope.
No, United.
I big up you.
Well, do you want to be
Adam,
City? I mean, we win stuff over here if you want to switch.
Manchester is forever going to be red.
I mean, it's not, is it? But
the history behind United is too big for City, you know. You can't match the boots.
Yeah, it's all than that. Yeah, I hear it.
Adam, first and foremost, you don't want to get into a fist fight with this guy in terms of verbal words. It's going to be a long day, my guy. I've tried. It's long. Sometimes the humble thing.
You don't have your time in it. You don't have your time.
Obviously, big up Oriomi, obviously from Instagram. Big up you, man.
Adam, what do you want to get off your chest?
So first and foremost, people are giving a lot of hate to Lukaku. I don't know why. Because his stats in Inter was mad, absolutely mad.
Bro, I hear that.
In Chelsea, they played him like his role was so different compared to what he had in Inter. So it's like, I don't know why people hate.
This morning on Talk Sport, who was it that had someone who is a Chelsea pundit, an ex-Chelsea player, and he was right. He was thinly walking the line between backing Lukaku, going at Tuchel, but it's like almost he didn't want to go at Tuchel too much. But
yeah,
it was. Do you know what? I'll be 100. Yeah, the bit that confused me was obviously he started the season very well. Yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing what he should do. No one, when you buy Lukaku, you don't expect that you're getting some sensational link-up player, right? He was doing what he does on the tin. Then he got injured. Then he came back from injury and he scored, right? And then all of a sudden, the interview got dropped, and it was like I kind of at the time was thinking this timing's a bit mad because it's not like he's been left out of the team for 6 months. He's been injured.
Yeah,
he's come back, scored. I think he got benched for 3 games or something. But I get why Chelsea fans have got. Look, Kas, you know what? As a City fan, I'll be honest. Last summer, I'm going to be. There's a lot of us that will be honest. Last summer, a lot of us fell for the Chelsea fan bases. They made us all believe that they were going to win the league, right? I'll be honest. I'm on streams in September, October, thinking Chelsea were going to win the league. I actually wanted Lukaku at City when I was seeing what he was doing at Inter. Thank fucking God we didn't, to be fair. But you must get why Chelsea fans are a bit pissed off with him.
I totally understand.
You would if you, as a United fan, like even United fans don't rate him that much, do you?
My dad made me like him because, like, he's a proper goal scorer. Like, give him the ball, and he will go through your defense, and he will score. But
his hold-up play is very good as well.
Yeah, exactly. It was like one game United played Liverpool, like maybe 4 years ago. In that game, him and Rashford, they were lighted up. That game, we won 3-1 at Anfield. That was a crazy game. That was it. How good Lukaku is.
But you know what?
Really
I'm learning by doing shows to kind of play devil's advocate sometimes, yeah. Personally, for me, if a player does something like he did towards my club, fuck you, right? Like when Zinchenko comes out, when John Stones came out about 2 summers ago and said, and we just bought Diaz and we've been linked with everyone, and and John Stones came out and said, I don't want to go. I want to stay and fight for my place. For me, as a fan, Zinchenko does it pretty much every summer. For me, as a fan of a club, that's all you want. Because if a player wants to stay at your club and fight for their place, that's what you want, right? You want 100 of them.
Yeah, totally.
I do get from Chelsea's point of view why Chelsea fans would be pissed off with them. However, right now, I am going to play devil's advocate. And I'm going to say, because the other week on a show we did called Rivals Not Rivals, we were talking about the different clubs and who needed what. And I think predominantly when we're talking about the 2 kind of more forward midfielders, I think everyone was saying Liverpool, Tottenham, definitely not City, not too much Arsenal. And I was like, I've got to throw in there, boys, Chelsea, man. And when I look at it, Chelsea, despite the names they have on the wings, despite the names they have, I rate Kovacic so highly, like really rate him.
So underrated.
Well, he's underrated almost to the point of like Dembele, who used to play for Tottenham. I thought he was massively underrated as well. But I feel for the players that Chelsea have and how much hype they've had in the past, creatively, they're very bad. And if you look at Werner and Lukaku on paper, that should be like I was even Soups. I think last year we were saying that the issue with Werner first season is Werner's a runner, right? And then I was thinking, you know what? If you've got Lukaku that could hold up the ball the way he can, when he gets a ball at feet, if Werner's running off him, it should work. Then you've got Havertz that apparently is this genius. But the fact is, if I'm playing devil's advocate, maybe did Lukaku not get enough delivery to do what Lukaku does? Maybe.
No, I think so.
I didn't understand why they didn't play 2 up top. They tried 2 up top with him, didn't they, as well? With the system with Tuchel, and it still didn't work.
And this is a thing. Go on, Soups. Soups is coming in. I know he's got Lukaku slander because he talks about Timberlands all the time.
You know, the thing is, you don't want Lukaku holding up the ball. You want Lukaku running in behind. And a lot of people think because he's big and he's strong,
no, but he's going to hold the ball up. His hold up.
He can hold up the ball, but that's not how you want him. You want him running in behind and
No,
stuff
you
like
want
that.
Werner running in behind. Lukaku
I'd
holding up the ball,
rather
playing
Lukaku
into
behind.
Werner, and then Lukaku being the one that
Did you hear
gets
what
the
you said?
tackles.
This is where you went wrong, Daps. You said playing it to Werner. Lukaku's link-up play isn't great.
No. I don't mean I mean hold up and lay off. I don't mean no bad boy
And
passing,
even then,
bro.
if anyone watched United and he tried him as a target man and he thought he could lay off to Rashford,
What,
it
just
hardly ever worked. It's poor. You want him in behind where if you're think about it, if Lukaku's fast, if he runs straight at you, do you think you're going to shrug him off the ball quick?
Lukaku's fast.
He is quite fast. He
What,
don't
in
look
Timberlands,
fast because he's
bro,
big. He don't because he's got a bad touch and that. But when he's
Bro, I mean, am I fast
Yes.
now as well?
He hasn't got great
keepy-ups.
He hasn't got great acceleration, but his sprint speed is fast.
Okay, so he's like a lorry once it gets going.
Fast,
Once he gets going, and you don't want to.
There's no hill to get it going.
Getting in front of that steam train is a long day, man. Trust me, he's good like that.
But
His touch,
I think
his touch is terrible.
this goes on to what's going on at Chelsea at the moment, though. Yeah, is you just said I don't get why Chelsea didn't play two up top, and Chelsea being linked, but Chelsea being linked with Sterling at the moment. They're being linked with Dembele at the moment. Yeah. If they've scouted Sterling properly, they will know, that they will know that Sterling gets his numbers when he's playing alongside a striker, right? So unless they get a striker, I don't know what they're going to do with Sterling. I don't know what they think they're going to get with him. I don't know if they think they're getting some like Pep style genius that is going to be linking up play. That's not Sterling. Sterling needs a striker to play off. Then you get numbers.
I kind of feel like they think that Sterling is going to be a straight swap replacement for Captain America.
Werner.
No, Captain
America. Why is he going?
Pulisic.
Is he going? Where's he going?
So it hasn't really worked for Pulisic.
Italy, maybe too, maybe. But this is what I'm saying. That's fine, and he might be a replacement for Pulisic.
Maybe.
But I'm telling you, Sterling will not work unless you get a striker. It's that simple, yeah. He won't work. It's like
Adam, what do you think?
I don't know what.
Like Sterling, he needs to run. He needs to get the ball, and like he's saying, like Daps is saying, he needs to have a striker because he can't do it himself. It's his height, his strength is not enough for going through like Salah and stuff like that. Look, it's not going to happen. He needs a striker.
Sterling, like, if you go back to Sterling when he was 18 at Liverpool, right, that's a different Sterling. But where Sterling's got his big boy numbers, is under Pep, he's learned to find space through everything else going around him. And he'll learn to drop back when everyone else is going forwards, or defenders will be marking out Aguero, De Bruyne, Silva, whatever. Sterling will find pockets of space and score like that. It's not even difficult. You look at Sterling's numbers when Aguero was there. You look at Sterling's numbers since Aguero's gone. They don't compare, right? You give Sterling a one-on-one, he'll overthink it and pass, shoot, and take the goalkeeper on all in one and not score, right? So I don't get, until they get a striker, I don't get the Sterling thing. I don't get what they think is going to happen with him. Like,
as the striker, I don't know.
Havertz isn't a striker, though. Look, we're playing. Playing Havertz is a false nine, is what we've been doing since Aguero's gone, with De Bruyne, with Foden,
another conversation
Bernardo
for
Silva.
another day.
And I agree, but it's just this Sterling thing with Chelsea. It's so confusing to me. From the wages, I don't understand it. It's very weird. But yeah,
well, we to doubt Tuchel.
Yeah, 100%. But listen, Adam, thanks for coming on.
My pleasure.
And make sure to.
And
make sure
whenever
to
you want the
send me a
transfer
message
to the blue side, let man know.
Yeah, I'll do.
I've got paperwork ready for you.
All right,
cheers,
man.
Take care.
Don't listen
Let's
to them in a bit.
Safe, Adam.
What's it called? By the way, next on the list is going to be, I believe, Blake, then Davey, and then we're going to talk to Clinical, aka his name in Kenyon.
You right there, mate?
I believe.
You right there, mate?
Yeah, I forgot his name. My bad. But
sorry. And before you bring in anyone in here, there's 40 of you in here. Smash the likes. Let's push it up a little bit. If your thumb, however it looks, is not lit, press it. It takes
nearly on 130 likes.
It's very free. It'll help to boost it, get some more people
100%.
in here. But love everyone that's in here. I know you're sticking with us, and everyone that's in the back room, we are going to get you on.
Do you know what, Daps? So you've got some good sayings, It's like if the thumb isn't lit,
smash that. But sometimes
no.
I swear all the time, but when it gets to that, I don't want to swear.
Yeah, so you can't say that. So you say if your thumb isn't lit, then press it. Or
that's awful, bro.
It.
This guy used to be an MC. That was shocking.
Shocking.
He used to be an MC.
Are you here?
Blake.
Maybe Blake's.
That was shocking, isn't it, Blake? Blake, that was shocking. Say that was just shocking, please.
Yeah, maybe Blake's got a better alternative.
Blake's Liverpool as well, isn't you, Blake?
No, I'm Brighton.
Is he?
Are you Brighton? Hold on.
Brighton fan?
Hold on. Is this Blake? Because there's Blake must have been a very fashionable name recently, yeah? Well,
I'm sure. Like in the...
There's loads of Blakes in this football world, yeah?
He's always in the comments, though, Blake.
There's loads of Blakes always in the comments.
Blake's always on the other channel. Who is it?
Is this Blake Hernandez who loves Igal's
that's the one.
Stats and graphs? Yes, my brother. You know what? I know you because when he did the thing, have you seen it yet? I was like, Blake's going to love that. I never knew you were Brighton, though. I never knew you were
I didn't know that. I thought he was a Chelsea fan or City.
I thought he was Liverpool. What are you saying? You good?
Yeah, I just want to talk about the Bernardo Silva deal to Barcelona. I don't think a lot of people are talking about that. I think he's like very disrespected at City. I think he's the best.
By who? By who?
By Pep Guardiola. I think like he's the best player at City. Like
I wouldn't disagree.
At the 2018-19 season, who like with KDB out of like the whole season throughout injury, who like carried City, like Bernardo Silva. And then with this season, he was brilliant. And that like he's like I think the most important player for your midfield because like he adds the creativity and sort of like that. And then his work rate off the ball is brilliant as well. Then if he goes to Barcelona, I think it would be a better deal for him because he would be more appreciated. And then if they get Lewandowski...
One sec, Blake. I fund that. Allow it, man. Allow it, because I'm not joking. I'm just going to take a little... anyone that mocks anyone that comes on this show, you're getting booted. Simple as that. I'm not having it. I'm not having it, especially when it's their first time on camera, bro. Come on, man. Like
Thunderrod, I love you, but be respectful, brother. Sorry,
on,
Blake.
man.
I don't even know what he's saying. Blake, carry on because you're talking absolute facts as well, by the way. So keep going, and I'll speak on it afterwards. There's one or two things I'm picking up, but keep going. Ignore any comments as well. I've been told don't look at comments. Don't look at comments. Keep
and
going.
then in Barcelona, like if they get Lewandowski and if they already have Pedri and etc., Bernardo Silva would like choose Barcelona because he would be more appreciated than that. Bernardo Silva, it's like mostly like a personal thing for him. Like maybe I heard because he wants to leave City. It's like more personal issue for him, like maybe with family and better weather and stuff like that. So at Barcelona, I think would be perfect.
You know what?
Sorry. Is it the same Blake Hernandez who goes on C Extra, by the way?
No.
He's asking. No. Okay, no. There you go.
There's so many Blakes, honestly. There's so many Blakes. Sorry, my TV is just turned off.
Did you want to ask a question? Daps, I got one.
No, I want to speak. I want to speak on what you said. Listen, firstly, bear with me because my TV just turned off. It does it like every hour. I need to sort that out, to be fair. Can you all hear me still, yeah?
I can hear you, yeah.
Right. So I agree with everything you said about how important Bernardo Silva is. I've been saying, is it comparable? Is he as important to us as signing Haaland is? And commercially, of course not. But as far as players, for me, Bernardo Silva for the last 5 years, I think it's 5 years, has been our most important player. That's a hard one. KDB, to be fair. But
he's better than KDB.
I wouldn't disagree with you, by the way. I wouldn't disagree with you. When we signed him, I got told about him. Let's remember, when we signed him, he was a right winger as well. His mentality is absolutely insane. I always talk on the interview what he did at the trophy parade when we won the treble, and all he was focused on was the fact that we hadn't gone further in the Champions League. And from that point, I was like, this guy is special. All he cares about is winning. He's like, sorry, City fans, but he's from that era of Ronaldo, and he cares about winning. Now, there was a key. I don't think City disrespects him because after probably 2 seasons, we gave him a bumper new contract, right? Because of how important he was. Then something happened between him and Mendy where Bernardo Silva, he did say something that people took offense to, and that's rightly so. Everyone has the right to take offense to whatever offends them. The media maybe made it more than it was, and I believe Pep took him out of the limelight, and I think that hurt him far more than it's ever been made of, right? He then came, and I remember the beginning of last season where people were talking about Rodri and Gundogan, and I kept saying, for Rodri and Gundogan to work, Bernardo Silva needs to be dragged back and put in that team, yeah? Fuck everything else. Bernardo Silva is so important to this Manchester City team because he's the legs. He's an absolute engine, but technically he's amazing as well. We've seen it this season. But the fact is, there's something about Manchester. I've heard it was COVID, then the weather, that, yeah, Messi. Bernardo Silva's sensational. City's fan base absolutely love him, right? If he goes, I don't even want to think about it. Like I said, close the transfer window tomorrow. We don't get any other players and we keep Bernardo Silva. I'll be fine with that. If we get with Bernardo Silva, all the things that I think we could do this season through the signings we've made, I'd worry about, because I don't think there's anyone that can do the role he does. Anyone, because he brings everything to the game. Everything. But last summer, he kind of wanted to go. This summer again,
he's flirting with it a little bit.
I think his other half wants to go. I think yeah, but he never. This is the thing, right? So last summer he's been linked with English clubs, but there was never any legs to it, because ultimately the reason he wanted to leave City, Bernardo Silva's a winner. He's not going to leave City to go Arsenal, right? It's not going to happen. He's not going to leave City to go Tottenham. Any of these clubs he was being linked with, like, definitely the only club that you could say he might go to would maybe be Liverpool, but he fucking hates Liverpool, so he ain't going there, right? It's not to do with he wants to leave City because he's not happy at City. It's to do with COVID, I think, got to him a bit. Maybe the English media a little bit. And I actually, deep down, the way I feel like his other half just wants back to Spain or Portugal. And he's being too much of a gent to say.
Yeah. I've got a question, by the way.
The vibes I get. But you're spot on. I don't think City disrespect him at all. City's fan base love him.
There's a fan base for City?
Oh, the fan base fucking... Oh, I like you. Blake, you've been moving so different to when you're in the comments on a Gal stream, and you've just reminded me why you are Blake Fernandez.
Blake, I've got a question for you as well, by the way, about Falilu. Sorry if I butchered your name, or Falilu. But before that goes on, anyone that's here and wants to get in, make sure you message me on my Instagram if you want to come in, join, and have your say. We've got a few more people to go through. And then if no one comes through, then we'll end it there. If not, we'll keep the show going. But I've got a question for you. How are you feeling about Basuma and Cucurella going?
Yeah, I'm very...
Cucurella hasn't gone yet.
He's going. Yeah. But come on, man, he's going. And he will potentially be going to City at that, out of all people. So
if he goes anywhere, he goes.
Shot in the foot.
Go anywhere else.
Yeah, I think Basuma and Cucurella are very amazing players, like at their positions. Like Basuma's, I think, very good defensive midfielder, and Cucurella is very good left back. I think Cucurella would really fit in for City because he was part of La Masia, and he would easily fit in Pep.
Big Cucurella update this Friday, apparently.
And that he would easily fit in Pep's system, etc. And then Basuma under Conte, he would be, brilliant in that. Brand, it would be worrying if we don't properly replace them. But with our scouting, we scout like gems and etc. So hopefully
you trust your manager as well.
Yeah, Graham Potter's a very good manager, and like he's overhyped in the British media, but like still, I think hopefully maybe he could be.
That's an interesting point.
He could be like English manager because Gareth Southgate's shit. So I mean, who knows about that?
I also agree with you on that as well. Blake, considering how reckless you are in the chat, you actually talk a lot of sense.
Yeah, I like the way he speaks. So anyone that wants to diss him, obviously I don't mean to come with Vim, by the way. What's his name? I won't even put out your name, but you know who you are. Like anyone that's putting out Vim to anyone, man. I don't want to come across wrong. That's all.
No. And the one thing is, anyone that watches Coppish, I want to base our channel on Coppish, and I love everyone in the comments, appreciate it, but we want to keep this community non-toxic, and there's banter in the chat and people can banter, but I never want to hear anything about anyone because it's not that, man. So Blake, love having you on. I will catch you on EGTV. And Blake, just one last question for you. Suits, what's his name? The dickhead in the comments all the time. Blake, you probably know it. I can't stand him. The guy in the comments. What's your opinion on Jack Napier?
I mean, he's like, I mean, like he's a dick. I mean, like, and that, like, I know, like most Arsenal fans are annoying, but
yeah, true, very true, very true. But thanks for coming on, Blake, and come on more often, and I will see you on Sunday on EGTV.
Yeah, thank you. Great content.
Cheers, man.
If anyone hasn't, make sure you're smashing that like button. I think we're about 6 away from 140. So that is absolutely massive. That's massive, man.
Yeah,
but we're gonna bring on next. I think goes by the name of Davey. Did I get that correct? Davey.
Yes, you did. Thanks.
Sorry. Firstly, apologies for you being waiting in the background. There's quite.
Yeah, man.
I know. There's
very
a long
patient.
line.
I don't know if you've ever been on Talk Sport, but when you call in Talk Sport, you're paying premium and you have to sit there for like 25 minutes and like £2 an hour.
We all love Talk Sport, don't we? We all love Talk Sport. You know, they talk lots of sense. You know, I take Talk Sport as gospel, as everyone does.
We all hate it, but I still listen to it, to be fair.
Oh yeah, of course.
I don't listen to it unless there's a little clip that's got absolute nonsense, which is exactly what they want. But Dave, obviously I met you on Orist Football, so big up Orist Talks Football. And if anyone would like to subscribe to a new channel, make sure you subscribe to Orist Talks Football.
Who keeps putting that thing up?
Subscribe to Premier League Primetime.
It's not me. It's not me. Yeah, get rid of it. It needs to be smaller. But yeah, Dave, who do you support?
I support Manchester United, as yourself. And before we carry on to the conversation, I'd like to shout out Premier League Primetime, my own channel. Go and subscribe. Check our videos out.
Fair enough.
Send me it. I will subscribe to it.
100%.
This guy can talk, by the way, so he can talk. Trust me.
Most American and Canadians are very knowledgeable.
State where you're from, more importantly, so no one gets it wrong.
I am from the West Coast of the United States, or more specifically, Los Angeles. But honestly, this is actually sort of funny because it's usually whenever I go onto any international platform, right? It's usually myself having to prove that I'm not, typical American person that doesn't know anything about football or footballing intelligence or whatnot.
You got the first thing you done right. You said football, or football, someone.
You know the one thing on that I find.
Soccer, I hate it. I hate it with such a passion. I hate it.
So let me tell you a quick story on that, right? A real quick story, because I don't. When I was very young, Sega Master System had just come out, right? And my mum and dad had broke up. My mum had bought me a Sega Master System. My dad was like, "What should I get him?" And she said, "Well, your son loves football. Go and get him a football game." So he went, and it's surprising because my real dad actually is really, really knowledgeable about football. He's a Watford fan, but he went and bought me a football game. And when I unwrapped it, it was American football, because on the Sega, if you wanted a football game, you needed to get soccer, right? Now, to move on to American and Canadians and this whole thing that some people in the social media world think that you know nothing about football and whatever else. In my opinion, from the people that I have spoke to, and I'm getting to a point where I've spoke to quite a lot. Hold tight, Liez. Hold tight, TJ. Hold tight, Michael, yourself. I feel like when Americans and Canadians invest in football or soccer, whatever the hell you want to call it, right?
100% all the way.
They invest, and they really invest, right? And like, I remember when Liez went on Football Terrace and he was going at Chelsea, and Chelsea fans were actually dissing him for backing his talk with stats. And it's like, isn't that what you're supposed to do? Like, not just talk your opinion. If you can back your opinion with stats. And so all of that, if you ever see it, just ignore it. They're ignorant pricks. So now it's over to you. What you wanted to talk about? Oh, it's United. I'm going to tune out now.
I'll tune in.
I mean, here's the thing. Just going slightly off of what we've basically been mentioning already. It actually is, as I also mentioned earlier, it's usually myself having to, I have to take the stick, take the banter of the stereotypical not knowing anything about football, and then it's usually myself having to, do what Ronaldo does, Cristiano Ronaldo does whenever, fans come out and say that he's a problem. Just goes and So that's basically what I've had to do. And to be honest with you, I actually like when people doubt me, because it just gives me more of a motivation to read
Sensible
myself wrong.
soccer. Yeah, of course.
Great game,
of course.
Sensible Soccer, to be
I
fair.
remember this, yeah. Go on, keep talking. Go on, keep doing your thing.
But hey, unlike the Manchester United players and Harry Maguire, when they say, oh, tough loss, but don't worry, we'll go again. We'll do better next time. I actually make sure I do better next time. Every single time I have to prove someone wrong. And that's another thing. If I see,
do you know what? It's sad that you actually have to come on here and do this, to be fair.
Yeah. Trust me, man.
But
Bad, isn't it?
To me, I find it funny. I actually find it funny.
You should.
I've done it. I've had to do
always
it so many
clicks.
times.
Always clicks with fan bases.
It's funny because we have people like Gary Neville, and Gary Neville is just he's just he's the Bible of footballing knowledge. He's terrific. He's a great pundit, and
Hold on.
I'm joking.
This is why I had to stop you, right? Because sarcasm, generally, right, we're better at it than you, man, right? Just go and check The Office, the English version, the American. We're better at sarcasm. And I was trying to work that out. Now, my opinion on Gary Neville, as a footballer, I fucking hated him. Absolutely despised him. As a City fan, rightly so. As a pundit, initially, he started winning over some of us, because he actually was talking a lot of sense. He was getting.
No, he actually was.
I feel like about a year and a half ago, Carragher and Neville got some power trip, right? Where they all of a sudden thought they were politicians. And I also feel like I feel like Sky told them, you need to go with our agendas. You need to support our agendas. And all of his knowledge disappeared. And like, even to the point where there's things he's said about City's owners recently, where I'm like, if I had time to go and find clips of you 2 years ago where you were backing City's owners, you've literally done a U-turn that either your employees are paying you more or it's gone to your head. But I do think as a pundit, if you strip that away, Neville was a good pundit. He did get the game.
This is what I hated though, man. He always needed, like, don't get me wrong, you got sometimes separate friendships if you're going to be critical as a pundit, and he never gave that man or any of them at all criticism.
It's all politics, bro. Look,
always politics.
If you deep it with Neville, the fact is, him and Man United fell out because of investments. Like that hotel opposite, Neville and a few others took that idea to Manchester United. Manchester United poo-pooed it. So he said, no problem. I've got a guy from Singapore that will fund whatever the hell I want. So they went and opened hotel football, which every time United's board open their window, they see directly opposite, always full. And for years, there was this, and it seems like recently there's been a bit of a mend, not a massive mend, but a bit of a mend. Like he won't, maybe it was Ollie coming in, to be fair. There was a bit of a mend, but I just think it's sad because he was a good pundit. He was. He was, but now he's sold his soul to the devil that is Sky.
Pretty much. And people forget that. People actually forget that he actually would actually say things which would make me go, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I agree with it. I mean,
he did a lot.
I mean, I also, in terms of just, footballing intelligence, I can't tell who's more biased, Gary Neville or Craig Burley. I honestly can't tell. But I mean,
I don't know how you get a job as a pundit, because I'm still questioning why.
You have to be a footballer or something.
Who's the ex-Tottenham player that has been a pundit since he got an injury?
Genus.
I don't get it. Sorry, I don't get it. How did Genus get on a? I'm confused at that. He just
exactly like some of these players,
Neville. Actually, I don't know.
What did you win as a player? What's on your CV as a player?
Jamie O'Hara. That guy should never be a pundit.
Jamie O'Hara went on fucking Big Brother, and like the other day, who was he speaking to the other morning? He actually is Ali McCoist. Honestly, Ali McCoist is a very good pundit. I love Ali McCoist. He's a genuine person, right? Jamie O'Hara actually started talking about his treble that he did at who's the team? It's some team in Essex.
It's semi-pro.
He was actually talking about that, but there's some very weird ones, and I don't really rate. I rate John Terry as a player. Obviously, off the pitch, I think John Terry's scum.
Obviously, that's just common knowledge.
But there's one thing he did that I actually did rate, is when I think Robbie Savage spoke on him, and he said, you know what? I listen to certain pundits give their opinions on me, but a player that's basically won nothing compared to what I've won, I'm not really that interested in hearing. And it is valid. You can't talk to John Terry, man.
Valid.
Come on.
It's 100% valid. And
you can never.
And when I look at, and I'll take Paul Pogba for example, like some of the criticism he's received, yes, it's justified. Yes, when I hear he's inconsistent, he can't complete a full season without getting injured, I 100% agree with it. But when I have to hear Graham Souness say, where are your trophies? Where are your trophies? Where's your World Cup medal? Didn't recall you having one. So to be honest with you, and I think in the official Manchester United podcast where they bring players on in Paul Pogba's episode, I think they asked him a question.
I need to watch that still. Actually, I've heard that's very good.
And in response, Paul Pogba said, "Yeah, I've heard the name a few times, but I don't really know who he is." I think in a sense he was kind of more or less just digging him out as in a very subtle way. But a subject I did want to talk about. I know you and I were earlier talking about Manchester United centre backs. I know you're not. I know he's a very big fan of Pau Torres.
I'm not.
He's a big fan of Pau Torres.
Definitely not.
I'm joking.
I don't care how sarcasm I don't get how sarcastic you want to get and me want to play along. It's not happening. Pau Torres, I'm not a fan. It's the Spanish Lindelof, man.
And look, I said those exact words last season before we signed Varane. No, we cannot have him next to Maguire. But I think him next to Varane, I think would be different. I think Pau Torres he has way more to his game than Lindelof. He can do everything better than Lindelof, and he's left-footed. Other centre backs that I'd prefer, of course there are. As you and I finally came to agree, Evan Ndika, I think would be a phenomenal.
Oh yeah, 100%.
You lot should have gone hard for Rudiger. You lot should have gone harder for Rudiger.
It probably was, but Real Madrid comes knocking. You're not saying no to that, are you?
Who?
Rudiger. I think you lot should have gone harder for Rudiger.
He reminds me of Rudiger a lot. Like when I see, not just because he plays in the left of a back three, and Rudiger did for Chelsea, but
back five.
Back three, back five, more or less.
That's a good deal. I'm with the back three.
Adjustments and whatnot. But yep, there you go. For all those who say I don't know anything about football because I'm American, there you go. But I mean, and when I just look at him, just in terms of just the physique, the style of play, the way he carries the ball out of the back, the way he wins 50-50s, he's dominant in the air, he's got a good left foot, and he's calm, he's composed, and he
sounds like you're talking about Laporte.
Himself. I think that's a player we need, but I think the question is, will he work well in a centre back partnership? That's because
I don't think Torres is or will be aggressive enough to lead that line. Varane isn't an aggressive player. He's a second fiddle defender. He's a second fiddle defender.
He serves a purpose as Van Dijk does. Van Dijk doesn't really, get his feet wet with.
I hear what you're saying, but Van Dijk plays. He can play the first fiddle and the second fiddle. Varane can't play the first fiddle.
Van Dijk's very good at blaming people.
Yeah. I just feel like we need someone that's
basically just does like the simple things. And I'll take Joe Gomez for an example. You look at, I'll say 2 seasons ago when you saw Joe Gomez next to Van Dijk and you saw Joe Gomez next to, I don't know, Ozan Kabak. And I'm not saying, and that's kind of an unfair comparison to compare Kabak to Van Dijk, but you all know what I mean in terms of someone that.
I know exactly what you mean. You're getting clipped and you're getting put on my Instagram for Liverpool fans. I saw you.
No, I get that. I get what you said there because I can talk about City. The when you saw Otamendi, right? So when you saw Otamendi or Stones next to Vincent Kompany, it looked fine. The minute Kompany got injured and you put Otamendi and Stones together,
probably about it.
Absolute shit show. And it's you need someone there. In a centre back pairing, it's so important that you get chemistry and you get people that know what they're doing. I talk about how
each other as well.
Yeah, I've seen Diaz. Not last season before, Diaz pushing John Stones all over the place, and John 100%. Stones being fine with it because he's like, my role is to be the ball playing defender, and your role is to be the old school defender, and I'm fine for you to push me about.
Maguire and Lindelof just never worked. But
long may it continue.
Torres, he offers something completely different to Lindelof, 100%. And for me, I think one thing that he does offer is for me, for what I've seen, Pau Torres is good in the air. I've seen him.
He's decent. He's decent. He's very decent. His position is not too sad either. But his pace. Actually, someone said that. Apparently, he's one of the fastest centre backs in.
Yeah.
La Liga.
And this is why one thing I don't. When I look at football, I use stats for a few things, but I look at what I can see through my eyes and what I can interpret.
Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
Sure, I incorporate some stats with things, but not a whole lot. I don't judge football due to numbers and stats. I judge football off of what I can visibly see for performances. And look, with Pau Torres, I think he'd be a great signing.
Can't say no, basically. You can't say no.
You lot can't say no at the moment.
No, we've got no choice.
I mean, are there people that I prefer? Yeah, of course there are people that I prefer. The man that we want, and Van Gaal's probably had a little word in his ear saying, don't go to United.
A little word. I think a massive word. It's pretty shouted at him.
Can I just say something right now?
Yeah.
I think this is why United haven't got any signings over the line yet. I think this is what's going on in the boardroom.
It's the same old.
You United man are just debating stuff too much.
Honestly, one thing I'll say, the reason why we never do deals quickly is because of the board. They are so unbelievably slow. I'll say this right now. If all the board members were replaced, I don't know, by a group of 7 tortoises, they could probably get the deal done faster, than the current board members themselves.
Long may it continue. Long may it continue.
It's off
This is what I'll say. And I think when Ten Hag came in, I've said this so many times. I thought that was a sign that when Ten Hag first got interviewed, I straight away said, no, he's interviewing them, right? He's asking them what 100%. And then he probably wanted reassurances that everything they told him, they'd go through with. And when he signed for you, I thought he must have got reassurances. Right now, if I'm Ten Hag, I'm sat there thinking, fuck's going on? Pre-season starts in a couple of days. I've got less players than I had when I started. And we've played a game of poker and showed everyone our hands, and now you're not getting me. Even some of my Dutch boys don't want to come here. It's
yeah, man.
Long may it continue, but
long may it not continue. But Dave, thank you for coming on, man. It's been a pleasure. Obviously,
we'll get you on more, David, when we haven't got a whole panel to get on here. So
no, 100%. No, I totally understand.
But really appreciate you coming on, and people.
Hopefully
where can everyone find you? Say your channel one more time so everyone can.
The name of my channel is Premier League Primetime. It is, it's already listed in the name tag there as well. We're also on Instagram at PL Primetime as well. Go subscribe, smash a like. It's myself, my 3 other co-hosts, but I'll say this right now. Like Cristiano Ronaldo has done. My co-host, if you're watching this, I love you a lot, but let's be real. Like Cristiano Ronaldo has done this season. I've been carrying the ship for 2 years, so and my co-host.
Oh shit!
Let me not talk.
You got a compliment before you do go. This
look at Lukaku's face. Maybe it's Lukaku's face.
I rate the compliment. I rate the compliment. I get this all the time that I'm a Brit with an American accent because one of my parents is English, so I had the choices to support England or the US.
Don't support England. Fuck me.
Yeah. I made that mistake because I love Southgate. We all love Southgate.
Whoa. No, we don't.
I call him Ole Gunnar Southgate. I
think that's one of his sarcasms again.
Sarcasm.
No, I'm serious. No, I'm serious. I call him Ole Gunnar Southgate because the tactics are basically the same.
Basically.
Listen,
another conversation for another time, but thank you very much, man. I appreciate you. I'll talk to you obviously on Instagram.
Of course, yeah.
Thanks for joining us.
Nice one, man. Oh, well, Yank in the building. Well, actually, we got another one to go, to be fair, but he don't support United. He supports the other side. Nah.
Oh, but first, is it blue?
Yeah, it's a blue. And he's from, I believe, somewhere on the East Coast this time, so it's so opposite. Yes, and there it is. I'm gonna. As you said that, I'm gonna pull back. Friends. You do your thing now.
What you saying, Bobby? Good?
Yeah, man. Big up for sure. Big up the man them. Like Kas said, I'm living in New York. I'm actually Jamaican though, so I'm an international blues fan.
There's a lot of Jamaican blues coming through. I don't know if Raheem Raheem kind of helped, but I know quite a few Jamaican Blues. So
no, yeah, he's somewhat of a legend back home for sure.
So my question, before you talk on what you want to talk on, my first question to you is, Raheem Sterling, do you want him to stay? Do you want him to go?
100% stay. Definitely one of my favorite players I've seen play for City.
Not because he's Jamaican or anything,
I know
right?
he gets a lot of hate now, but what he's done, I can't just go ahead and say, this didn't happen. He's bad now. Get rid of him now. And I know that next to Haaland, bro, he's going to cook next season for sure.
Yeah, because you know what? That's a screamer. Next to an actual striker, you will see Sterling bag more goals. So it's interesting to see if that theory is true.
Think so too.
You've just said two things that are factual. Firstly, and this is the one thing that there's some fan base, some of the City fan base, and I don't care about the rest of England or any other fans, but the City fan base, that when I even did a post on Instagram today, and straight away you either get players that go, you get fans that go for him straight away, right? And I spoke on this the other day on a show that if you go to games, you will see that yes, Raheem Sterling is so frustrating. He is, never going to deny that. But also, what you can't deny is his numbers, right? And you take his numbers away, you probably take a couple of Premier Leagues with that, right? And it's undeniable. You look at his numbers under Pep, they're special numbers. They're up there with the best in the world, right? I'm not saying technically he's as good as the best in the world, but he's helped to bring us trophies. So the disrespect is mad. Second thing you said, with Aguero, his numbers were crazy. When Aguero left, his numbers have dropped. We now have Haaland coming in, which is a striker. Defenses are going to be very worried about Haaland, maybe Alvarez if he plays, a few other people. That's going to lead to space for Raheem Sterling if he plays. And Pep trusts him. I think with Haaland, I think Sterling might potentially be one of Pep's go-tos, like to play alongside Haaland. Experienced, knows how to play the Pep style, will get goals. Yeah,
so I just want to add two things to that. One, he's the highest goal scorer under Pep.
Yep. Yeah.
At City.
Yep.
That's one. And Pep's had a lot of great players. Aguero, KDB, Mahrez. He's number one. Next thing.
Well, Pep didn't actually sign Mahrez. He didn't sign the other two. But managed.
Yeah, I know he didn't sign KDB, but he's been there the whole time.
Yeah.
And I know that Sterling is a winger, and he's been there before Mahrez, so he would have more opportunities to get more.
And he plays on both sides as well.
That's true. But you do have to take into consideration, like, he knows Pep's system. And just the next thing, if we're up against a team that say they're playing a back three and they have two guys marking Haaland, our wingers are going to have so much more space.
Yeah.
And I know Pep's going to be looking at this and saying, this is a game I want Sterling in. Get in behind. If they're playing a back five, get behind the fullbacks, cut in, and get yourself some goals. But that wasn't here to talk about Sterling.
What
I want to ask you, Daps, what are your expectations for Haaland next season?
This is the second time I've been asked tonight. You know what? I'll be honest, yeah.
There they go.
I was looking forward to the shithousery of Haaland being announced. Looking forward to seeing Haaland tell people that he's a City fan. I'm more excited to see what Alvarez brings, if I'm being completely honest, because Alvarez seems
the unknown. It's the unknown as well.
Maybe it is. It is the unknown, because I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, he's goal scoring, because I get it's in a lesser league. But I feel like the fact that whenever people often, when they talk about who City have got coming in, don't even mention him, right? And it's a great unknown. Do you know, if I could describe how I feel about Haaland, it's very similar to when we got Pep Guardiola as manager. I wasn't someone that was like, that's it, the league is done. I actually was looking at when he went into Bayern and saying, well, I get he changed the way Bayern played, but Bayern had won a treble before Pep got there, and Pep never took that. I get it. He changed his style of play, but he never went and did a treble. So I was like, you know what? I'm not going to judge him. I'm going to wait for him to come in. And with Haaland, like I said, I wanted the shithousery. But I'm not expecting anything, to be honest with you. I'm expecting him to play for the team that wins the league next season. But on Haaland, I don't know. This is a whole new world for us because we don't know how Pep's going to play with all these new players. It's like, I don't know what's going to happen. I usually set my expectations very low going into the league as well, to be honest with you, because it means that if we don't perform well, I'll manage my mental health. But
either way, it's going to be scary days, man. That's the worst part.
More
That's why I'm
confident this year, but I'm not going to come on here and say Haaland's going to score 40 goals, and I just want him to prove. I want him to prove me something. Come to the Premier League and do it, and then let me get excited, like other players have done in the past. So, I'm not one of these guys that's going to get carried away at all.
You see that what you just said actually is why I asked, because a lot of guys have been telling me that they think he's going to come in and break the goal record in the first season, get 30-something goals in the league, and
probably
put up like 40, 50 goals in the first season. I'd be happy if he gives me like 15, at least 15 goals in the league. That's where I think he's going to hit.
Yeah.
And I'd say upwards of 25 all comps for his first season. I'd be fine with that personally. I know others might not take that, but I'd be fine with that. Alvarez, I'm actually more excited to see him too, because I've never watched him play live. I've seen clips of him, but I don't want to just judge him off clips. I like how he has some similarities to Tevez and Aguero, which are my two favorite players ever play for City. So I'm excited to see what he's going to bring to us next season. I know there'll be some games that Pep is going to say, I feel like he's a better fit to this than Haaland. So I'm kind of interested to see how he fits into the team, and when they're both playing together, how they play off each other.
Do you know what? Yes. I feel like one day a true book by Pep Guardiola on how he feels about certain things would be amazing, and to actually see how he feels about this Haaland signing. I don't know, but if I was to look at the two, Alvarez is probably more of a fit as a Pep player. I just think it's interesting because I don't know if Pep needed some convincing, or if it was just dropped on him, or actually that he was like, do you know what? Yeah, we need an out-and-out goal scorer. It's a very interesting one because none of us know how Pep's mind thinks. That's what makes this season so good. The players that we're bringing in, it feels like Pep's going to have more artillery in different places. So it's going to be a good season. Thank you for coming on. I'll get you on a City show again. Whenever. Hit me up on Instagram. Hit me up on Instagram, MCFC Daps. We'll talk and I'll get you on 100%. Thanks for dropping in.
All right. Cheers, man. Big up again.
Nice one, man. Obviously, the last one for today. Wrap it up.
Good.
Wrap it up.
I'm getting tired, but I'm here. People that are here really appreciate. Sorry, you've stayed with us. The likes. What are the likes on, by the way?
About 141.
Lovely. Really appreciate that. And everyone that stayed with us, love always. Now, I'm trying to work out what shirt this guy's got on, and I think it's
Man United shirt. My guy
you're bringing too many United fans on, mate. I'm not City fans. You need to assemble and come on next week.
I was saying,
I'm saying, man, represent
little guys to finish out, waiting to end the show on a high with the big team.
On a high with United.
Yes, sir.
High, sixth.
Dabs, you had your time. You had your time with your other City fan.
You had 34 fucking years, mate.
You enjoyed your little chat there. Let the United boys talk now. I saw Kas lacking with the Juventus shirt. I went and changed. I was like, I can't believe he's lacking wearing the Juventus shirt here. So I had to go.
I've got loads of different shirts. I've got Dortmund. I've got loads. Don't worry. I got the new season one.
He's about supporting United now, so he's kind of getting.
Nah, I don't know about that. Don't ever believe them people. Honestly, never. But obviously. Oh, we're gonna get rid of him already.
No. Thanks for coming on.
No, I'm joking. Obviously, Ian, speak to you a lot on Instagram. Just stay. Obviously, you can see what club you support. We can see your name. What do you want to talk about today, or what do you want to get across your chest about Man United or any other club like that?
Just the transfer window, just in general, not been too great a start. But I do believe, I really do believe that there's a change, and it's going to be a dominant effect. We need that first deal over the line, and they're going to fall like dominoes.
I don't have a
They
City
will.
kit, by the way.
Trust me, they will.
I thought you said dominant there, and I was about to crack up. You said dominant.
By the way, go on, keep talking. I got to show Daps something quick, so give me a few seconds. Thank you very much, Daniel.
Yeah, I'm just saying. So once the De Jong deal's over the line, I can see us getting the next couple lined up, ready to go. Hoping just the De Jong deal going through will be a good start, and we'll get everyone going. We'll get in the likes of Anthony, hopefully. We'll get in Eriksen in, and we can start looking at the center back position, which is very important. I heard talk about I think Pau Torres.
He's not the guy. I don't think he's the guy, though.
It makes no okay. Listen to this. Pau Torres is a better Lindelof, but you don't need to do a lot to be better than Lindelof. So there's not that much of an upgrade we're getting at that point, and purchasing for 60 million. I'd rather throw in another 10, another 15, and get a better center back.
We can get cheaper though. I've highlighted a few. Even Dave, I highlighted a player, Ndika from the Bundesliga. There's also Gonzalo Inacio from Sporting, and there's Gavadio from Leipzig, and they all cost around exactly the same money. And Ndika's even cheaper, 20 million to 35 million.
I think the move of the Rams, the kind of move we have to go for. We've been without a trophy for almost 5 years now. We need ready-made players. I'm not here waiting for another 2 years. Yes, it's a process. Yes, but we are getting the players like Frankie De Jong because we're trying to win a trophy next season.
Yeah, of course.
We're not here. I'm not getting no young center back. We have enough in the academy. Let them develop. Get the Will Fish.
Yeah, we got a lot of youngsters. You speak, Ian. I know. I would tell you all the time. You speak a lot of sense when we talking United, bro. Who's got their WhatsApp going off like that?
Well, definitely not me.
I'm always on.
Oh, my bad. But yeah, I was just gonna say, by the way, because we're never a foul. We're not just Man City and United, by the way. We talk about everything. We talk about Liverpool. We talk about Arsenal and all sorts. I'm just gonna say, Daniel, I've got Arsenal kits new out.
Oh God, he's doing it.
I've got Liverpool shirts new out. I've also got my Man United top, or should I say Suits' Man United top that he's going to get new season. By the way,
is that what you were going to show me?
Nah, this is what I got. Daps has got the new Man City kit.
Champions.
No, not anymore. Yeah. No, go away. But obviously, yeah, with the new City badge right there, as you can see down the middle. I look at the kit and it makes me disgusted. So there you go. I'm joking. It's actually not a bad. It's rating the kit actually out of the kit. It's not a bad kit, to be fair. But it sucks ass. But go on, keep spitting your shit, man. Do you think we're gonna get De Jong done by Friday or next week or never?
It has to be before Monday. It has to be before preseason. I don't see how, without the backlash from the fan base, you get into the new season. The preseason started without any players. We have to also remember the Glazers are taking their dividends out on Friday, and we are PRFC. We are not Manchester United. We are PRFC. They will get something to distract that. They can't let that be the news of the day. They have to get something. So they're taking dividends off the side, and they're going to watch United fans drool over De Jong. So they're going to get something done before Friday. I don't know if that's De Jong, but I don't see how we're getting any player before De Jong because that fee.
Yeah, it's a statement. It's a statement signing, and also I see Gary Neville complaining about the Glazers not taking out any dividends apparently because the club's actually dropping in value quite a lot. But are the Glazers still going to do it? Of course they are.
Has it really been done yet?
By the way, Lings, they're actually not Turkish knockoffs, by the way. They're actually from a certain warehouse I can't name. I actually really can't name them. Where the all kits are from.
In Thailand, then, to be fair.
In Thailand. If you're a Thailand quality, it's AAA quality, bro. And it's actually where the storage is for the Premier League clubs. So I know where to get them. I've got a link. Thank you very much. But yeah, we'll be giving away kits this season. So anyone that's actually watching us that stuck with us might be one of those guys. I already sent 2 out. Actually, I sent 3 today out. I sent 1 to America and 2 out to United ones as well.
Sorry, I just want to pick up on something quick. So I get what you're saying, and I agree with you. He needs. You said he needs De Jong by the time the preseason starts. If you were Ten Hag, would you not be pissed off that he should have more?
Oh, 100%. I'm not denying that. I'm just saying I don't see how we go into preseason without a signing. And also, historically, since 2010, United have not gone through June without making a signing. Since 2010.
Okay. Oh, facts! I never even knew that one.
So we're gonna have to make a signing. And with the big talk that Richard Arnold did have, whether that was a PR stunt, with the way way things came out, it was positive. Some people would see it negatively, but at the end of the day, PR is like it was still for the public eye. Everyone's able to see it. There has to be some action behind all that talk.
Yeah,
and I don't
also
see how doing without a
I feel like people don't know what's going on at Man United, and as someone pointedly,
including the board.
Sure.
What's it called? I think as a guy was telling me, like, I'm not really frustrated. I'm frustrated at the patience of it all because it's taking long. We could have got this deal done ages ago, but United are playing long ball for a good reason, and that's because Barcelona actually need the money. They actually do. They need to register that money by the 30th of June, and it's a fact.
I feel like
we've already got signings. I feel like we've already got signings, but after De Jong, I feel like deal's already done, bro. They're just waiting for De Jong, and the next one comes, and the next one comes.
To announce them, so they're gonna fall once the De Jong deal's done. I think we can announce.
He said it himself. Everyone knows David Ornstein. He's been on top of the news better than Fabrizio this summer, by the way.
Fabrizio's in people's pockets.
He's Javier Hernandez.
Bro, he's in people's pockets. He's dropping.
Yeah, of course he's dropped in the value now, man.
But here's the thing. I do agree with you that I think there is so much at the moment that's actually, Raheem, I think you said it at the beginning. Dominoes effect. There's so many transfers that are waiting for one or two things to happen, and then everything will go in. But for me, it's just it's not the fact that you haven't got players as such. It's that under Ten Hag, and with the fact that your board was supposed to be changing, you announced Ten Hag a while ago. They should have been working on these a long, long time ago, right? There should have been things in place. If I was Ten Hag, I would have been like, I want things moving now.
But even we got Ten Hag late. We got Ten Hag late. We got Ten Hag late.
We don't work like that.
It was late, bro.
No, I hear you don't, but this is a thing. Like one of their promises to Ten Hag is we are going to work better, and it's like
that's a process that will take time to adapt to. Getting players in like De Jong and switching your transfer targets from the getting a lot of the old board member, a lot of the old staff out, getting the scouts out. That's the movement. It's going to take time to adapt, and I'm giving them time for that. But if you're going to back the manager, like I'm seeing so many reports on getting players like instead of Anthony, let's get Rafinha. If we're going to pay the same price, back your manager. Get the player your manager. If we're paying the exact same price, get the player your manager wants.
100%.
Yeah, 100%. I 500%
agree.
I just feel like even Ten Hag should have got done back in January, but he should have got done ages ago. So we couldn't even do deals beforehand because Rangnick even said himself, "We're not going to discuss players." But the board said to Rangnick, "We're not going to get players you want. We're going to wait for the new manager to come in, and then we'll talk." Right, that's what happened. Yeah, he got announced in May, or something around them times, and then boom. Now the targets come. Maybe next summer it might work even better, or January or whenever. Right, think the system. You're hoping for that, Daps, but we don't know until July. We can only start judging it until July. It starts getting squeaky bum time at the end of July, and you've only got August to sign players, and that's it.
I gotta hop off. I was.
No, don't worry, you're the last one, bro.
I love to come on. Please do these late shows because I'm in Canada. Timing doesn't work for me otherwise, so I love to hop on and chat more.
Now we will do Wednesday. Do them every Wednesday, and thanks for coming on.
See you guys.
Nice one, man.
I think something was cooking in that microwave and it kept pinging, and he was probably worried. It was gonna,
probably his mum or dad saying, "Where
his mum or dad
need you right now?" Yeah, only people that ping off like that is either your parents or your girl or wife.
Oh yeah, put your phone on silent. The moral of the story is put your phone on silent and ignore it. To be fair, but good show, man. Good show.
100%.
Enjoyed it. It's late, but it's great.
It's so warm right now. It's unreal.
Yeah, it's pretty hot.
It's meant to be a light shirt.
Yeah, I don't know. But anyway, thank you to everyone in the comments for watching. Everyone that joined us tonight. Kas,
145 likes.
145 likes. Salute to you.
The bars for more.
And stay tuned in to Never a Foul. Tomorrow night is Thursday night. We'll have some content coming. I'm trying to work out what. Oh, me, Statman, Ty, and someone else at 5:15, I think. And then we might do something in the evening. Yeah, and then there might be one in the evening. I haven't worked out my Thursdays yet, but please check out Never a Foul. There's so much content on there. Give everything a like. Stay tuned. Tell everyone about us. We love the community. We love the people. Enjoy the weather. Fuck hay fever. Who's hitting the outro, by the way?
I'll do it.
Thank you, sir. And rest well, people. Salute to you.